All right. Had to get my. All
right. Online, live, a minute early, 1 minute early this week because we ain't messing around. We ain't messing around, even though we're messing around with the Family Groove Company tonight and our friend Janice Wallen.
What?
Janice Wallen's going to be on in a little bit here, and Ernie Hill already knocked on the door.
Ernie Hill?
Already knocked on the door. I changed the link. I told him about 20 after we start letting people in, but fuck it, we'll just see what happens. Okay. Welcome to Phil and Jon Zone number 21. I like to say that at the beginning so I know which episode we're on. 21 weeks. Man, what can we say? 21 weeks.
In a row, John. 21 in a row. We've had 21.5 episodes. We did a Saturday one, but it's good to see you, John. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you too, Phil. A lot of people said we couldn't do it. People were doubting us all the way. They said they'll never make it to week 4. And look at us now.
Pretty much. I mean, it's overwhelming. It's 21 shows. This thing of rocks is getting awful heavy. 21. Look at all.
Hey, John Stoller.
Here's
like I said, what's going to happen whenever you have 21, or 21 more rocks, and you have a full-on a rock garden, basically made up of a rock garden. Enough rocks for a rock garden. Anyway,
they really look good out in the sun. I polyurethane them off, so they're all sealed. And going back in our logs and putting the names of our guests on the back of them.
You've kept a list of all those guests?
No.
I put all the shows up on YouTube and I went through all of them, but I still need to go back and watch them all and see who was on the show each week and add that to the description because we have had a lot of guests. What the hell was that?
Quite a few, and it's quite overwhelming. The musicians, people we've had on, it's quite impressive.
I lined up 3 musicians tonight, and so far they're all responding positively.
Well, here's some hints.
I already said Janet. Well, did I say Janet? Oh,
yeah, you said one.
Oh, I said Ernie Hill.
Ernie Hill.
Yeah.
Ernie Hill.
He's actually in the waiting room already. Probably letting him in pretty soon.
Ernie signed this when I first met him in 2016. Phil, your credit to our species.
Nice. Who said that? Ernie said that?
You wrote it on the bottom. Phil, you're one credit to our species.
You don't meet many people like Ernie that are just oh man, they just are as good as Ernie is. He's one of the best people in the world. He comes from Arkansas. He's an Arkansas filler. Arkansas. You ever been to Arkansas?
Yes, I have. I've been to Bull Shoals back in when I was a senior in high school. 7 of us, we called ourselves the Ozark 7. We went to Bull Shoals with a 25-pound backpack each. Went into the woods, and they basically brought you there and said, survive. We'll see you in a couple of days. So you can bring anything you want in that 25-pound bag, a case of beer or food, but it's all, and we roughed it. So that's my Arkansas story. It was a wonderful time.
I don't think I've ever actually been to Arkansas. I may have driven through the corner of it one time on the way to Texas, but I've never stopped there. And I have, I don't know. I want to go there. I want to go rock hounding. Get some rocks. There's a crystal mines there, a crystal place where you can walk around and pick up quartz crystals. And
I got some rocks.
You have rocks? I had some of your rocks. You took them back. I felt kind of sad.
No, I have. I got.
Only thing I have now is the album, the one album that you did for the show so far, and I have. What else do I have here? Not much. As I look around, where'd that lighter come from? Oh wow, Foo Fighters lighter.
Foo Fighters.
My son loves the Foo Fighters, and he comes up to me and he asks me if this was my lighter, and I think pretty sure it's his. But yeah, Ernie's already in the waiting room. I'm going to share this out a couple times, and we'll go ahead and get him in here.
Okay.
Because normally we would be with Ernie this weekend at that. Well, we would have normally, not normally, but this weekend we would have been at the Harford Fest right now.
For what?
The rescheduled Harford Fest was this weekend.
Oh.
So the second cancellation of the same festival in 1 year would have been this weekend, which just sucks. But
so next year's just up in the air, and who knows? Nothing. Yeah.
Kind of waiting to see what happens, and just kind of waiting to see what they do. What the world does, so we can make it responsible. I think the biggest point of the whole Hartford Festival is to stay responsible and to keep it a good festival and still enough people to I don't know, to make it worth people going to. We don't want to throw a half-ass festival,
Yeah, exactly. And it's a tough call for the people organizing it, and the drive-throughs seem to be okay. Went to Billy Strings. You were there. Yeah, the drive-through thing. Laura went to Frog Leg up in Wisconsin. Yeah, it's I'm going to see, speaking of what I'm doing this weekend, I'm super psyched to go see in Aurora, 5 minutes from my house this weekend. Tomorrow I get to see Chicago Farmer and the Field Notes. Yes.
I think that's amazing.
Come out to Aurora, to the venue. And then Sunday, we have 40,000 headmen at the venue Sunday night, 5 minutes away. Double whammy. I mean, got tickets for both. Wish you and Amy could have came, but I know you're
I'm a priest guy this weekend.
baptize some kid in a river or somebody. You're gonna dunk somebody.
I'm gonna marry some people. A friend of mine who I grew up with, who I've known since I was probably 15 years old, is getting married. And I went online and filled out the form, and I can officially marry people. So if you need a certificate, marry, or I could probably christen people too, but I'm not into all that christen stuff. It's not really a religious oriented church. It's just it's basically an organization to help finish those documents. I sign the marriage certificate. I say the words and I sign the marriage certificate. It's not. I'm not real creative. I make them write all their own vows and things like that. I guess we should go ahead and let Ernie in. It's 4:10 almost. Might as well, huh?
No, we'll give him 2 more minutes.
Okay, 2 more minutes. All right, Ernie, you wait 2 minutes.
We're watching one of our bands. The Squirrel Nut Zippers are playing down on our lower screen.
Yeah, let's put that on the spotlight for a second for people to see There we go. This is my good friend Myrtle. Oh, actually, that's Milton. Myrtle's up in the tree still.
Hey, Milton.
You might see a few different animals during this event, and I'm bringing Ernie in now. It takes him a minute to come in, but we'll talk about squirrels for a second because we are really lucky to have the squirrels. And hey, Ernie Hill. Well, hold on a second.
Ernie.
What's up?
Hello, Ernie.
Oh, there you are.
How you doing there, Captain? Man, good to see you on the moon.
Yeah, it's great to see you guys.
How do you go to the bathroom up there?
you just kind of relax and step back, while things drift away.
Get out of your own way, I suppose. Yeah. How you doing, Ernie? Good to see you, bud.
Doing pretty good. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. Had a beautiful harvest moon last night. I guess again tonight. And yeah, we're just out here in the foothills, just kind of hanging loose. I guess. Am I within 6 feet of you guys?
You're good. You can take the mask off now.
We're good.
You're good. This lady is actually she's showing off her arthritic finger. You know who Lee Watson is, right? Lee that runs the
on his face he can't wipe away.
Yeah.
Man, she's gonna kick some butt.
She's pretty serious. Well, Lee Watson works Harford Festival.
Lee.
Runs the bar. Yeah, Lee. This is Lee's mom. And she was really showing off her arthritic finger to him, and he took a picture. He thought, "Wow, this describes 2020." So he made masks, stickers, and T-shirts. The T-shirts say 2020. Yeah. So anyway, I thought I'd just plug Lee's mother's face here. It's I need one that just smiles. I'm not real good at smiling with my eyes or taking masks.
That one at the grocery store might cause some stress on people.
You think? But it'd go right in at the hardware store or the feed store.
Oh, they would love it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't go to the feed store,
Yeah, me neither. Phil goes to the feed store.
There's the sticker.
Oh, I go to the feed store. I love the feed store.
She's wicked. So that's Lee's mom, that picture, huh?
Yeah, she was all for it. So,
I saw the production of that thing. I saw it coming along.
Yeah, you can order those from Lee if you want them. He's got a bunch of them. Just go to Lee Watson's Facebook page and go from there. But honestly, this is also a good public service announcement of, for taking care of your hands. If you're a musician, due to the squeeze ball thing and the reverse stretches with the rubber bands, and you try to keep your hand from doing that 30 years down the road. So Anyway, it's good to see y'all. Thanks for
You, bud. You too.
I mean, I'm just glad
Could
to
be
be
hanging out. Well, we probably wouldn't be hanging out this weekend, given that you might not have made it out there, for this festival that we had to cancel for this weekend. But the idea is that, that we, I don't know, we would have been hanging out one way or another. Like this is just as good for right now, I guess.
Yeah, we'd be talking about hanging out.
Oh yeah.
It gets so busy.
The thing about the Hartford Festival is we're always like, we're gonna hang out, and then we see each other at like the first day.
Yeah.
Hugs, we play a little guitar, maybe we do a little something for a couple hours, and then all of a sudden it's Sunday morning, and we're like, well, gotta say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. It just goes by so fast.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So this is week 21. Ernie, you were on week 2 of the show. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And so you're our first return guest, other than Pete. Pete came on a few times, but you're our first return guest with we have a whole lot of respect for, and we're glad to have you back on the show. We appreciate it, man. I know you've had quite a year so far. You guys have had your hands full and your life filled up with all kinds of interesting things going on, but
Yeah.
your face, man.
Yeah, that's great seeing that. Which we're close enough to get the big hug in there, but that's coming. I heard you guys. Yeah, heard y'all talking about Arkansas later, so you got to plan a trip down here. When you feel safe. And,
Yeah, we were talking about Arkansas right before you came on.
Yeah, we're about an hour north of. I'm sorry.
Kansas?
No, it's Arkansas. Arkansas, Arkansas.
This band's from Kansas.
Hey, yeah, grass-fed. They're buddies.
But
Sure enough. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I was telling Phil, I think I only drove through the corner of Arkansas one time. I think there's a road that goes through the corner of it.
Yeah.
One of the roads that goes down there.
That's a good road there, that little stretch.
Yeah. Hang me down there. And Amy and I have been talking a lot this summer about getting down there as soon as we can. Hang out with you guys. Plan a visit, Time will tell.
This looks like the lady on Ernie's.
Yeah.
Things you have in your house, Phil. You just never was that just sitting right there? You have to go
Wall
get
is
it.
signed a number of my famous. Yeah, this is one of the bizarre things hanging in my living room.
Oh, Lordy.
About that middle finger, it just comes up from time to time, and it seems like I've been thinking about the middle finger a lot lately, but I haven't given it to too many people.
I usually don't say the F word, but when I'm driving and a bad driver, I'll give him the bird. And this car I didn't see was an older lady, and I flipped her off because she was going. Well, anyway, she flipped me right back off, and I just smiled and kept driving.
Yeah.
My bad thing of, I don't care. You can speed, but don't be a driver where you're going too slow or you're not paying attention. Or you're on the phone, and I'm bad. I gave her the bird, and she gave it right back.
In certain situations, I think it's acceptable to give somebody the bird. If they just do something stupid in the neighborhood, people always drive my neighborhood too fast. That's where the bird usually comes out in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Right.
It
was on the highway.
Pass a car or something,
Yeah, 2-lane highway going 55 in the left lane. Trucks are behind me just on my tail, and I had to zoom around. I was leading and go around her. And
how is Patty doing, Ernie?
She's doing good. She's doing good.
Cheers her up.
Making lots of jewelry, and she's getting around. So, yeah, she's a rock. She really keeps me going. And
I believe that.
yeah, so I no longer have to keep a screwdriver in every room because she can remind me where I left it the first time. So kind of growing like that. It's fun. We missed everybody. We sure did. And we missed Winfield this year for the first time in 38 years.
I hear that's a great festival in Kansas.
It is. It's a 5-day event, and we're there for about 13 days because
Wow.
That's how early you need to get in there to get your spot. And we camp with friends from all over the nation. I know a friend's watching right now from Arizona, from New Mexico. Mark Heinrich. He was a Hartford Fest songwriting finalist. Mark, yeah, soul brother, and was a finalist at Winfield songwriting. But he's watching right now. And Mark, we missed seeing you and Deb at Winfield. And, they did a virtual festival that worked out really nice, though, with live streaming from booked artists, and they took donations to help offset the expense and give those people some money back. So I thought that was a nice gesture.
Well, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
I ask other musicians and people who travel in other festivals, and Winfield, Kansas has been brought up more than once or twice to go check out this festival in Kansas.
38 years ago, how early was that in the festival? Was that the beginning of it?
It was about 9 years into it. Oh, wait, no, about 7 years into it. I believe it started in 74, 75.
Wow.
As a little gathering.
About when I started.
Yeah. I graduated high school, man.
What
Hey, now,
weekend?
sorry, I didn't mean to pull that out.
Yeah. How funny. Yeah. I think that first fest had Norman Blake and
Wow.
yeah, Doc Watson, and it was like real
Wow.
informal when it was over. They jammed the campfire. Uh, this you recognize this guy? This is John Harford at the Walnut Valley Festival, looking out at the grandstand.
Wow.
This was in
Nice.
about
Like
yeah,
a fairgrounds kind of place?
76. It's a fairgrounds. The camping is all in adjacent park. It's on a peninsula that the Walnut River goes around. And we've been evacuated like 3 times in the last 6 years, 8 years because of flooding, and had to move off the peninsula and go somewhere else.
Wow.
Yeah, it's changed. The weather shifted a little bit. How Kansas is. It's like one big plateau. So, yeah.
We're also having, Kyle O'Brien, don't you? Kyle Patrick O'Brien from Henhouse Prowlers.
Yeah, I do.
You've seen him play, I'm sure, before. He's coming on the show here in a little bit, too. He's
Fantastic.
another guest tonight, but that we're having in. We overloaded the guests. We're going to have at least 3 guests on tonight, and you're one of them.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
booked. Billy Strings called and I said we're booked, so maybe next week. I do
Yeah.
believe possibly.
Try to sneak him in.
I
I'm
mean,
glad you did that.
Todd Schneider's got to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. And then we're on Squirrel Cam. That's Milton Squirrel that you see on the tree.
Milton Squirrel.
Milton Squirrel and Myrtle Squirrel. She's up in the tree. She usually hides out, but
I
put
named my
Squirrel Cam with Mom until the batteries die out there, and so that's our extra.
Yeah. Man. Well, yeah, it's cool to see Patrick. Kyle. We used to see him in Winfield when he was like little with a family band, and just reconnected through Harford.
Colorado, I do believe his family's from. Or...
Yeah, Colorado, I believe.
Yeah, it's a multi-talented family. Sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very nice gentleman.
Kyle is a fantastic fiddler. I could just sit and listen to this guy fiddle all day long. So,
And we do have one of the baddest bass woman bassists coming on our show that I've ever seen. Some people say one of the best bass Grateful Dead guitarists there is. Janice Wallen.
You saying names now? Now you're making announcements during Ernie's set. You're making announcements.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
There you go.
Not Billy Strings.
Ernie Hill.
Billy couldn't get a slot.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. Calling me out.
Have you picked your fiddle up lately, Ernie?
Yeah, I picked it up. I just set it back down when you said Kyle was going to be on.
There's Ernie. There's Ernie and Jeff Doherty from 2018.
Yeah, that was the year I forgot the song on stage.
What'd you forget?
An easy song that I've been practicing for months before the performance, and I got up on stage with them to play it. And I just forgot it completely. I looked up and saw everybody looking at me and didn't know what the hell I was doing up there.
Was it Ripple?
It was.
Yeah.
And I should have just played a little better. I was a little bit verklempt. I had to run across the campground that day and meet you guys right on time before you went on. And I was probably out of my source, but I was glad you had me part of it.
Oh no, it's all about the bond, and I think you have that ability to bring people together. And my favorite thing is to be fearless and never take yourself too seriously, or I wouldn't dare sit on a stage with these people.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
that's how I felt there. It was like, well, I'm here. Let's just finish the best we can. And
yeah,
we all sang, and I don't think we got to the do part, but we did pretty dang good.
we had fun, man. And that was the first time Jeff and I had ever played together. It's most of the people I've played with has been the first time ever at the John Hartford Memorial Festival. No practice, no rehearsal, no apologies. Just hey, come on, let's see if we can pull it off. And they do, and I fake it.
Story songs, man. Right? I tell you, that's something else. Just the idea that a song can tell a story. I think I remember being really young and listening to those songs and wondering why they wrote it, and then you listen to them, and you can hear the story in a lot of old songs, and it's a great way for stories to get processed through time, to everybody.
Yeah. I guess it helps you remember the story from point A to point B if you can sing it and keep it on your mind, because they change so much in translation. But yeah. Well, man, I gotta introduce you to my friend Al. Named him after the builder. It's an Alvarez.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was my 1975 graduation present. In lieu of rings and announcements and all that stuff that I didn't have any use for, I just wanted a good guitar. And then, yeah, the following summer, I got kicked out of church, and my mom disowned me and took the guitar and wouldn't let me have it back.
Rock and roll songs or something?
Yeah, no, it's I'm kind of out there. I think I was born out there, born in Kansas. Anyway, she gave it back to me a couple of times and disowned me a couple more times, and we finally made up. And about 7 or 8 years ago, she gave it back to me again, and it's a pristine. It's like,
Guitar, yeah.
yeah. So I was trying it up. It's a thicker neck, and I'm not used to that. But
Classical style.
yeah. I heard you earlier today, John, live, and I always appreciate when you go live in the mornings. It's fun. And
Well, Grand Ole Opry, I love Loretta Lynn's songs, and I pull a couple of those. Are so fun, and they're easy, and they're all about drinking and partying and being married and whatnot, you know. So
bony finger. Yeah, man. Stand by your man.
right.
Yeah. Okay, so on this guitar, it's cold. We haven't turned the heat on yet, so I'm a little cold. But this is probably played on the Grand Ole Opry a bunch of times. So in honor of the Grand Ole Opry, and I believe
Wow.
Lester Flatt, maybe. A song called "You Are My Flower."
Nice.
If anybody knows the origin, if they posted, then I could say who actually was credited with that. I know the Carters sang it too, so maybe it wasn't Lester Flatt. Maybe it's not. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Let's see.
Alrighty. Thank you. You are my flower that's blooming on the mountain so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. When summertime is gone and snow begins to fall, you can sing this song and say it wasn't all. You're my flower that's blooming on the mountain so high. You're my flower that's blooming there for me. So wear a happy smile and life will be worthwhile. Forget the tears, but don't forget the smile. You are my flower that's blooming on the mountain so high. You are my flower that's blooming there for me. Thank you.
Very nice, Ernie.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll get Stuart out now. This is my old buddy. This is a Winfield guitar.
Stuart?
Yeah, Stuart Mossman built it 1984. Still Shamrock in the sound hole. It turned 21 on March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. When it turned 21, I put a drop of Guinness in it and that little Shamrock. But it's a Kansas handmade guitar, and I've had it since it was brand new. Been a pretty fine axe. I've only had a little bit of work done to it. Something crashed down there. Fracking. Yeah. So John Harford Memorial Festival. Remember this shirt, John?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Year two,
This is my
2012.
first year. I think you signed it. Maybe on the other side. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Right across the old nipple there. But yeah. So here's the John Harford song. And Jeff, matter of fact, Jeff Doherty played this with me on the stage along with you, John, at that story song.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Okay. Really slow, steam-powered aeroplane. And I think I'm going to change gears.
I like you put a capo on that, or you wear a capo on it too, or you put a...
I'm going to capo on up to D.
That's on 2, correct?
Yeah, play it out of the C position.
That's what Jamie Hartford said, is that when he got his dad's guitar, there was a permanent mark where that capo had been sitting on the 2nd fret for years and years and years and years.
Is that right?
A lot of what John played was capoed 2nd, yeah. Which it made me kind of you start using that position a lot.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's familiar. And man, I admire these people that don't use the capo. They can just play every note on the fretboard. But gosh, I never got that far with it, you know. But yeah, I like the capo. The hillbilly crutch, we call it. Let's see. Well, the dream went away, steam-powered aeroplane. Well, I went and I stayed and I damn near didn't come back again. I didn't go very fast on the steam-powered aeroplane. Well, the wheel went around up and down, inside and back again. Sitting in a 747 and I'm watching them clouds roll by. And I can't tell if the sunshine, if it's rain, hey, hey. I'd rather be sitting in a deck chair high up over Kansas City. And a genuine on the fastest steam-powered aeroplane. Well, I like to be a pilot on a steam-powered aeroplane. And I pull that pilot's wheel around and back again. And I wear a blue hat, yeah, says steam-powered aeroplane. With the letters going around the bill and back again. Just sitting in a 747 and I'm watching them clouds roll by. And I can't tell if the sun shines, if it's rain, hey, hey. I'd rather be sitting in a deck chair high up over Kansas City. And it's genuine, then I come fast steam-powered aeroplane.
awesome. Wow, Ernie.
Makes me miss a bunch of people.
Right. Yeah, no, without a doubt, that's something that's going to be hard for us until we get to figure it out again or whatever. But we know what we had, that experience. That's what I keep thinking positive this year about if it got canceled. And we can't even if we can't do it again, we had that experience. And they'll never take that away from us, It's meant
No.
to be for a while.
Man, I know I go on and on, but thanks to John Griffin Art, people have gone to this festival, like from day one, have something to hang on to and to hold on to that, in the form of a T-shirt or a poster card or a poster of John Griffin Art. And same way with Philip and the records. You guys have put this thing in a memory that gets tangible and that you can see it and appreciate it. So, I'm happy. I've got this. I need more Philip art. I haven't got enough Philip art yet. So, I know you guys are probably pressed, but someday I would love to interview the both of you. I mean, that's kind of what I've did a lot with Hartford, is conduct the interview and archive it at the website on the Morning Bugle blog. But I'd love to just to let people know what's in your heads. Instead of story songs, it'd be like story art, wouldn't that be fun? We should make that happen.
Me and Phil, we've been lucky to hang out a few times this summer. We went out of our way to see each other and actually spend time. Other than the show, I mean, we spent more time this summer than we ever have because of this show. So oddly enough, as far away as we all are from each other, Phil and I have been too much time together. Phil, or what do you think?
No, it's really not enough, and 21 weeks in a row. Me and Laura were talking about it's November already, and no, I don't want a divorce yet, John. It's
that's good.
It's a beautiful thing where you get people like Ernie on, and just every week I'm blessed to have you as a friend and some of the people who on our show, and talk about music and art. I can't play a lick, but I'll let you guys do all that. But our art, I transpire my music into art, and like you do, and I just love doing it. I like when musicians play, brings a smile to my face. Hopefully my art and your art brings a smile to people's faces too.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I remember first meeting you, Phil, in your booth there at Hartford, and I saw this hanging on your wall there and didn't even know this is what you were doing. I thought, wow, this is kind of coming. How do you get one of those things?
That is Ernie Hill's hill. That's a hill. That's Ernie's hill. I love it.
Yeah, and it's this when I met you was 2016. You signed one for me, and you put Phil. Your one credit to the species.
That's right. That's right.
And Ernie on it. Yeah, my wall of fame.
Yeah, cool. That's good to me.
All kinds of good feelings, Ernie. You've always had. You've always been the
I
kind.
got goosebumps. That's
How you say what you say when you say it is a good thing. And the songs you wrote and the album. I got the album's called "The Highway That Runs Through the Graveyard" by Ernie Hill. Right?
Yeah.
Highway That Runs Through the Graveyard. You ought to get a copy of that one, Phil. It's really good.
I'm writing on.
There's a lot of songs on that sucker too. That's a great record.
I think I got a few copies left. Shoot me your address, Phil. I'll send you one, man.
I got you, Ernie. Love it.
It's homemade and rough, just like I am. And
I shared the link to Ernie's website here on the feed, so everybody can find Ernie whenever they need to, or if they just want to get a hold of him. He's kind of a guy that'll answer back to you no matter what.
You bet.
He's just a good fella, family as far as I'm concerned.
Hey, man.
We do appreciate you coming on the show big time tonight, Ernie. You can hang out if you want. We're going to bring Janice Wallen in a few minutes here. She's our next guest. She's a bass player out of Chicago. Kyle said he's going to be on at some point too, but he hasn't responded. He hasn't ring the doorbell yet.
Ernie, I'm going to write you on Facebook and get your address. I'm going to send you. I got something for you, and then if you want, you can send me something if you want. But
sounds great, man.
Sounds super great.
Yeah.
The one and only Ernie Hill on the
thank you all.
On episode number 21.
Yeah.
And on 42 you can come back on, or 107, whatever.
Hey, let me know.
Can you talk this week? Give me a call or something, I'm busy this weekend, but all next week I'll be sitting on the back porch, or hopefully if there's no sunshine, and get a hold of me, and we'll talk again pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll be off the grid next week for about 5 days. Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna
good.
do a whole week of Bold and Beautiful. I don't know if I can take it. All that drama.
Well, if you get a spot where you need to talk or you're bored or something, give me a holler anytime. Okay,
I will.
Ernie, love you, man. And
Love
thanks
y'all
for
too,
being on the
man.
show, bud.
Thank
What's
you.
up, Ernie?
I'm going to mute myself.
Okay. All right. All right, cool. Ernie Hill, folks. He's one of a kind.
From Arkansas.
You feel free to unmute at any time, Ernie, and come back in if you feel like you got some content to add. We are more than happy to have you here. And Janice said she said no problem. So I'm just gonna send her a quick message, telling her if we're ready for her when she's ready for us. She said she probably wasn't gonna play, but we just wanted to get her on the show and talk to her. And Sunbeard's gonna release a new album. They put a vinyl out. Did you see that vinyl Matt had today?
Yes. I do believe we have the CDs. Yeah, Janice. Is this our first female guest, John?
Other than people who just sat down in a chair randomly at events.
Oh.
But yes, you're right. So Janice is our favorite first guest, female guest that we had for a long time. Kind of thought about Janice coming on the show since we first started it. She's been interactive in what we do for a while, and yeah, I don't know. It's exciting, the people we can end up having on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could talk when she comes on, but we could pre-talk. When I first met her, I heard great things about this lady bassist, and
yeah. And if you're not familiar with who she is, she's in the band. Her original main project, and I think one of her most original projects is the Family Groove Company out of Chicago area.
Family Groove.
She is one of the grooviest bass players that money can buy. I tell you, there ain't nobody else that puts the bass down like she does. You agree, right? I mean, like Flea, again, Flea and Les Claypool and Janice was the top three, I think, in the bass playing world.
I mean, I don't know who mentioned it. One of the best women bass, whatever.
Coming in now, so you can talk her up if you want to, but I just invited her into the room.
Okay.
Give her a second to join with sound. Janice and Bootsy, yeah.
Hello, Janice. No volume.
There we go. How you guys doing?
Hello, Janice. Hi, Bootsy.
Bootsy's excited to see this squirrel zone.
Oh, Bootsy. Oh, yeah, there is definitely a squirrel zone tonight. And we'll put on here for a second. Yeah, squirrel.
See squirrel boots?
Milton Squirrel. I didn't get too excited. This is Milton Squirrel. He lives in my backyard. One of my best friends.
Nice.
Our friend Ernie Hill's here. He's muted right now. He just was on the show with us as well this evening, but he's just hanging out in the room. Janice, how have you been?
I've been good. I'm healthy and I have a great quarantine buddy right here. But I miss, of course, playing music and seeing everybody. How have you guys been?
About the same.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good. Missing music, but this is a way to bring people together who can't go out and do things, or I don't know, explain, but it's something new. And thank you for coming on, Janice.
Yeah.
Looking at all the bands you've played with, and Family Groove, Sunbeard, Joe Marcinic. You played with Ike Stubblefield, and there's a bunch of your stuff here.
Nice. It's all up there.
Oh yeah, that's all you, honey. Clay, honey. I mean, yeah, Janice. Yeah, one of the best bass guitarists, male or female, that I've seen.
Oh, thank you, Phil.
We were just talking, yeah, because you are one of the grooviest bass players around, and just way to lay it down. I mean, I first came across Family Groove Company, but then with better bands like Sunbeard, and I'm sure you have a half dozen other people you played with over the time. We appreciate it for sure,
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys and your art as well.
We haven't. We've been lucky to see a little bit of music. Phil and I. We've been to a few events, the small kind of distance events, and we went and saw Billy Strings last weekend. Or shoot, that was a few weeks ago, wasn't it, Phil? Last weekend was Still Shine. But
yeah. Well, right here in Aurora, tomorrow I'm seeing Chicago Farmer and the Field Notes outside, and then
Nice.
Sunday, you know them, and then your buddies from 40,000 Headmen are playing Sunday night here in Aurora. John
Cool.
and then Scott Tipping, yeah. So that's double whammy here in Aurora. Anybody wants to come out? It's outside, social distancing at the venue, a new place 5 minutes from my house. So if you want to come by and say hello before the show or after, but looking forward to that. But Johnny Reed.
It's going to be cold tomorrow night, Phil. It's low at 39 tomorrow night, down by me.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to get chilly tomorrow night.
Yes. I remember meeting this guy Zach. You know Zach.
Of course.
You gotta, before I even knew, you gotta meet this
Zach Swinderman.
Still, that's
Zach.
But I'm still nervous talking to Janice because she still is famous to me, and then this lady is, I'm still,
I told him you were coming on the show. He got lost in his.
Well, so Laura went, "Oh, Janice is coming on." I said, "Yes." I'm still starstruck by her because I think she's a fantastic musician, and I'm still starstruck by musicians who are very talented. So,
we're all friends here, Phil. So,
yeah, we're all the same.
But it does flatter me. So feel free to continue to be starstruck.
Hey, Bootsy, you sleeping? Yeah.
No, I have some treats here, so she'll stay with us. So she's kind of pawing at my shoulder.
Oh, she's a bribed guest.
Yeah.
Our first paid guest.
Right.
Actually, the squirrels are fully bribed too because they're out there with the squirrel food.
I see you walk the dog. I mean, you get to walk in your normal jaunts in the morning and the afternoon by the lake or wherever. You still get to do that, or
Yeah. We've been doing a lot of walking, since the pandemic. Early on, they had shut down. I live by the lake. They had shut down the entire lakefront, so we lost our usual route. But it kind of forced me to explore the city's parks. So every, a few times a week, we'd go find a new park to poop in, right, Bootsy?
That's got to be strange up there in the city like that without people around for all that time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's definitely a different world in the city. And I've been fortunate to go visit my family in Pennsylvania, and they live in suburb areas, and it's like, nothing has changed. It's like nothing's going on there. So it's definitely a different world in the city.
Yeah, we talked to Jake about 3 weeks in. He's right there in Wicker Park, and he Jake Willis, and he had whole experience being that close to the city like that with everything going on, and we talked to him again the night of the after George Floyd stuff happened, and he was showing us the footage of down. What a crazy time. You couldn't throw your craziest ideas in a hat and come up with half the stuff that we dealt with this year.
I know. I just hope a year from now we'll just be looking back on it. We'll see our Facebook memories from when we were doing this, and life will be normal, hopefully. So we'll see.
I saw pictures of Matt on the Sunbeard CD. Got a big shipment of the CDs and albums.
Like vinyl.
Yeah, we got the CDs are already out, and you can order them on the website. But the vinyls just arrived, I think, this week, and so they're ready to ship out. Some people pre-ordered them, but you can order them on the website sunbeardmusic.com. So.
Yep. Will both the vinyls be available, the releases you put out?
Yeah, we just have a vinyl of one of the releases. We had, I think the issue was that we recorded too much music to fit on one CD, or one vinyl, so we just split it into two, and it turned out great.
What's the website for Sunbeard? Sunbeardmusic.com?
Yeah, sunbeardmusic.com.
Yeah, we have both the CDs, but you got vinyl out. I'm going to get a vinyl. I just saw Matt have that. And did you play with this first Sunbeard set at the Subterranean?
No, I wasn't on that one.
This is their first gig with Matt Robinson with Sunbeard and Blue Mud at Subterranean. That was their first show.
I played on that record, but I didn't do the live stuff until like a couple years ago. So,
okay.
Now, I got to bring another guest in now. There have been some rumors that you have a long lost illegitimate brother.
Yeah, I think I know who it might be.
We're going to bring in our other buddy here. This is the most guests we've ever had in the show at one time.
Holy Moses.
But I didn't do the live stuff.
Oh, there's a picture. Look how cute. Oh my goodness.
He is my little brother over there.
Hey guys.
Hey,
There he
Kyle.
is. Oh my.
Hey.
Ah, look at
How's
you,
it going?
bud. What's going on?
Hey guys.
You're more
I guess
than- Hey, Kyle.
Hey Phil, how's it going?
Fantastic.
Hey John.
Way to dispel all the rumors we were just passing around about how you guys had similar look to each other, and now you've got short
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah, what happened to your hair, Kyle? Now we can't be like brother and sister anymore.
What's up, Dennis? Well, now we're still brother and sister, just in a different light. You know, I kind of went with suburban soccer mom cut. You know, that's what I asked for. Said, give me something that looks like I'm about to cut up some oranges and you know, bring them to the game of tag. How are you guys doing? It's kind of a weird day, isn't it?
It's
Where are
strange.
you at? What state are you in?
I'm in Illinois. I'm here in
Okay.
Chicago. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
You have your winter coat on. You definitely are dressed for success in the cold weather all of a sudden, right?
I tell you, it switched in the last 2 days here. Like, it went from kind of, oh, it's not even fall yet. It could be summer maybe, and then now it's like, well, it's fall.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got to go cover my tomato plants until it's supposed to warm up next weekend. But yeah, in the burbs here in Aurora, yeah, it's nippy.
Yeah, check out my tomato plant here. It's getting a little bit of last minute life before it's out of here.
I found tomatoes in my art studio. It was always a house pet in the art studio.
Yay.
Tomatoes?
Oh, cool.
Those are tomatoes.
Wait, is that a tomato plant?
I'm not sure.
Great. Could
I
we
love
have-
gardening.
could we- I'm a big gardener. You should, yeah. I mean, I have a huge garden.
I normally play. Well, we got to know Kyle for the most part through. I mean, we did. Ernie introduced me as a little kid, but we got to know him through the band, the Henhouse Prowlers, which Kyle does not play with Prowlers anymore. Do you know?
Not currently. No, not
right
currently.
now. Nobody is right now, but are you playing music with anybody right now, Kyle?
Yeah, definitely. I've been I've been in my kind of reclusive go into the recording studio phase and kind of produce music, you know, my own music, which has been a totally different experience too than like, you know, touring in a band. So you know, it's been a good thing to do these days because everyone's just kind of cloistered, you know, in our little pods. But I've been driving from Chicago to West Virginia a few times, you know, washing my hands, sanitizing after every gas stop, and to go meet up with my buddy Chance McCoy, I met him on tour, and he's a great musician, and I'm really happy that he's producing this collection of music for me, like original songs, and putting his magic into that too. And we've been in the studio in the bakery, you know, in the chemist's back room, and just kind of putting a bunch of sounds, a bunch of different styles together. And I'm really excited. The first 2 singles have already dropped, but we got more. We got way more.
I got to see Chance play last fall. He played for Sam Jam down in Carlinville, Illinois. It was a good show. Yeah.
Yeah,
He hails from the Old Crow guys from Momentarily, but he does his own stuff. Is completely his own thing, really.
Yeah, I think he was with the Old Crow Medicine Show for like 5 or 6 years, something like that.
Yep.
But he's kind of like me now, just kind of, you know, one of these satellites that just started circling a little too quickly and started getting thrown out of orbit, you know. And it's like, it's exciting time to do that because there's a lot of, you know, like, there's a lot of things you can do to self-promote and to self-manage and to self-make music, but it's still a huge job. So like, you know, it's like I'm into I'm into learning right now.
People that can adapt to that well are going to do good during this time, because if they're got the social media thing down and they're sharing the right way and they hashtag whatever they're doing.
Well, it's like this,
you know.
It's like this. What you're doing right now. It's creative. You know, you got to get creative. How have you been, John, and everyone else in the room?
We're good, man. We're good.
You're making artwork. I see you doing paintings live and stuff.
I've been painting a ton. I've been doing art for different things, such as album covers to to just whatever. I mean, anybody that can come up with anything that I can do. I painted dogs, I painted houses. You know, I painted Wrigley Field today. So it's whatever people are getting out of me.
That's
They're
so
getting out of
cool.
me.
I'm a big Halloween and Christmas guy. I'm doing signs for people's yards, trespassers. He's on Barnwood. If you got it, on
Oh, that is awesome.
big one.
Phil's yard is like the yard of the
Ouija
neighborhood
board.
for Halloween.
He's all going the yard, and
That's sweet.
yeah, I got tons back here. So joke's over. Let me out now.
For sure. That's awesome, Phil. Good work.
Got to keep busy, Kyle. You know, I mean, I think about musicians sitting at home and not going on tour and doing things.
No.
Songwriter, boy, there's got to be a catalog going through your musicians' heads of songs. Hopefully, it's depressive about, you know, being coped up. Hopefully, about seeing the blue sky and you know, instead of, you know.
Yeah.
Even though we've been to a few things, Billy Strings, we've been to a few things outside.
It's like we get paid every time we say Billy Strings' name. We didn't
All right, I'm gonna come up with somebody else. I mean, you got to hear something, Billy. It's like my buddy Pete Jive. Y'all, you guys got Pete cut his dreadlocks off. John and you got one.
I know, and Colin from the
from Way Down Wanderers.
The Way Down Wanderers.
Yeah.
You know, I think you know who the only person that hasn't yet is my doppelganger over there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is.
Yeah,
Dennis,
I'm digging your hair. I don't know. I'm digging that soccer mom haircut, so I might have to
join me. The water is fine. Jump on it. How have you been, Janice?
I've been good. I've been doing a lot of like cooking and baking and like practicing at home, which I did like when I was first learning and when I was in school, but since I became like a working musician, I didn't really practice unless it was to learn tunes. So since, you know, I'm not going out and gigging, I feel like my fingers they're getting weak. And so I practice every day and
good for
learning.
you.
Yeah, it's a cool, I wouldn't say I prefer it, but it's nice to have a reason to practice.
We love the videos of you grooving over those tunes.
Right.
Tracks, man.
Oh, thanks.
Hey, Janice,
you can't hear a separation between the music and you. It's just wonderful. Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like you're always practicing. You're always putting videos up of you like playing blindfolded and like you know, like upside down and like
wow.
Yeah, I try to keep it interesting, you know. I don't feel like anyone wants to just watch me play bass, so I try to spice it up. You know?
Well, true, as a bass player.
Do we have cool neighbors, Janice?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I
live in an apartment building, so I have to play pretty quiet, but
you don't plug in.
I plug in, but I don't tear the house down or anything.
Does Victor Wooten come over and jam with you? Or?
I wish.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite bass
player?
Bass player? Actually, he just passed away this week. His name is Marco Prestia, Tower of Power. My absolute favorite bass player.
Tower of Power?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he had this cool like fingerstyle funk technique, and when I was first starting out, I stole a lot of tricks from him. I was like, oh, he's cool. So I feel like a lot of my style is directly from him. So it's real loss, you know.
Sorry to hear that he left.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
You never like hearing that kind of news.
They left, but they didn't go far.
No. Yeah, he's
still
grooving.
Music as well, which is always amazing. I mean, what you did is you just opened the door for people who hadn't really paid attention to Tower of Power for a second. I mean, you say somebody's name like that, it makes people want to dig into that collection. It makes me want to dig into another collection of music and be like, okay.
I still have goosebumps looking at. We got Phil and Jon Zone. We got Ernie Hill here. We got Janice Walling and Kyle O'Brien on the show here, and this is quite amazing and quite. I'm very thankful to have you all on, Phil and Jon Zone.
Thank you. And don't forget Bootsy.
Hey, Bootsy.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, that's Bootsy.
I know.
Bootsy Collins?
Yeah, Bootsy Collins. She's got white feet, so she's got the boots.
Nice.
She almost has a star on that eye too. There's like so close.
Oh
to
yeah, yeah.
That wouldn't be hard to do. I see Kyle's got a guitar with him tonight. Kyle, you got a song in here too, don't you? I can feel it.
You know, I do have a song I'd like to sing if you don't mind.
We would love it. Like I said, I was telling Janice a minute ago, music isn't always what we do on the show, but if it happens, it's real nice when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So, Kyle Patrick O'Brien.
I've been feeling kind of protesty recently.
Okay.
I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, protest. We're right there with you.
Yeah. It's always the time to have a good workers' revolt, but I think now more than ever. But this is a song. Let's see. I want to get the author some credit here. Dick Gahan. Dick Gahan.
That's
He's like a
name.
Irish guy, and then the Dropkick Murphys did this song too, but I like his version a little bit better. But let me give you a little taste here. Come all you workers who toil night and day by hand and by brain to earn your pay, who for centuries long past are no more than your bread, have bled for your countries and counted your dead. In the factories and mills, the shipyards and mines, we've often been told to keep up with the times. Our skills are not needed. They streamlined the job, and with slide rule and stopwatch our pride they have robbed. Aye, but when the sky darkens, the prospect is war. Who's given a gun and then pushed to the fore and expected to die for the land of our birth, when we've never owned one handful of earth? We're the first ones to starve, the first ones to die, the first in the line for that pie in the sky, and always the last when the cream is shared out, for the worker is working when the fat cat's about. And all of these things the worker has done, from tilling the fields and carrying the gun, we've been yoked to the plow since time first began, and always expected to carry the can.
There's something important about protest songs.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Thanks, Kyle.
Yeah, guys. I mean, crazy times, but this is when we all shine. I think this is when the artists, are doing some deep growing. And we just came out of a period, I think, where all the artists were blossoming. There was so many flowers out and just so much good energy, and that's great. But if that happens for too long, you don't get the nutrients back into the soil to keep everything fresh, you know what I mean? And we go through cycles, and I think right now it's a good cycle for us all to try to learn from and get wise and just get better,
Yeah, I agree.
So I hope.
Yeah. I've been hunkered down. I've been painting a lot at home, and my stuff's changed a lot. Just being myself, kind of, and working off my own what I like to see, So there is something to be said about downtime,
Yeah, the rest, recuperation too. I think it's good for us all to focus on our health. It doesn't need to just be one thing. It can be all the things that, impact us. Let's just be healthy and try to stay healthy, keep each other healthy and happy,
I miss live music. Cut it out. Come on, man.
Definitely need more movement.
We miss you too. We miss you. I miss all of it. I mean, trust me.
Well, I'm lucky to go see Chicago Farmers.
Hey there, Ernie.
Hey, Ernie.
Yeah.
Ernie's here with us. This is Ernie Hill. Janice, maybe you've never met my friend Ernie
Yes, you're
Hill.
fair.
Yeah, I don't know if I have. Hi, Ernie.
Ernie, this is
Sorry.
my good friend Janice. Yep, it's all in the same boat. All here for music, what we do, And
I had Bootsy and Janice. Say
Chester,
Hi.
Hey.
I know, Bootsy, you don't like dogs, do you?
No.
No.
squirrels have gone to empty their cheeks. They'll be back. Oh,
Yeah.
there's one up on the tree, the squirrel house. Squirrel vision.
Squeak.
Squirrel vision.
Did you have to choose between squirrels and birds at your place, John?
The bird feeder isn't very active. The squirrels are much more active, so I do bird shot or squirrel shot. But I got a couple bird feeders, but they just haven't quite. They're not used to them yet, I don't think, or there's too much noise in my backyard or something. They don't come around.
We have plenty of both. And a bear spotted the neighborhood the other day. A young cub.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, Janice, are you playing with Sunbeard anywhere? Coming up anywhere?
We may do like a live stream, but I do have a show coming up with a Tom Petty cover band that I play, and we're playing at City Winery on November
Johnny V's
1st.
Wildflowers?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It actually just announced today. They're doing their shows really safely. So yeah, I've been very militant about being safe and not doing anything inside really. But I think they seem to have the regulations down. So I feel like it's a good opportunity to do a live show and for people to come out. So
Yeah, the show's at the venue this weekend with Farmer and the Field Notes and 40,000 Headmen. It's inside. It used to be inside, but they're moving it outside, obviously. So
yeah.
I'm looking
I
for.
had to turn down a gig this week because they were wanting me to come paint indoors or something. And I was like, yeah, maybe next year, you know.
Have you seen
Yeah.
40,000 Headmen before, Janice?
I've not live. I've seen their streams. They're awesome. It's like all
I
of
hear
Chicago's
they're-
best. Yeah.
Jackie Lundum and
Some of our best favorite musicians in the
Yeah.
world playing together in a band.
Yeah,
Playing some of our favorite music in the world.
yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be good.
yeah.
And Packy's one of the only sets that me and Phil like ditched our backyard at Shoe Fest and went and just sat with Packy the whole set. You couldn't miss it.
Yeah. When we're vending, we don't get to see live music, but we saw Packy Lundum set at Shoe Fest and it was drizzling out. We didn't leave. We go, screw the vending booth. We're gonna watch. Yeah, Packy.
Yeah. Some good players out there, man.
Marty's
Are
in
you
the-
guys? Are you guys at a festival grounds right now? Or no? Is one of you?
No, we're
No.
home. We just set up our. This is my studio behind me, and that's like.
I'm in Aurora,
Phil's
Illinois.
bedroom.
No.
Okay, you're both in your studios.
Yeah.
Right.
We have done about 4 shows together at events since this all started. We've been at a few
Yeah.
events, which is always, it's even if it's outdoors, and like the one we did down at Sugar Creek was pretty big. We kind of stick to our little small group. We potted up and, we hung out with the crew that we were with. It's an interesting feeling. And then every time we do one of these events, like the next week, I'm just kind of like sitting around wondering, hoping that
Yeah.
you weren't exposed or you didn't,
It's not ideal. It is not ideal, my friends.
It's uncomfortable, and there's discomfort in what we used to love and be so comfortable with. Now it's become uncomfortable.
I know. Like,
One of my
dude,
friends,
just all the human connections.
Right.
Yeah.
We're talking about this virus thing coming on, and I wish we could all get tested. If we got it once, could we get it again? Because I do believe if you
I
haven't
think that's possible.
I do. Is it possible to get it again?
people got it the second time. Yeah, that's how.
I
Yeah.
do, yeah, but is it rampant? Yeah, I mean, we don't talk about certain things, but yeah, I mean, I go to the grocery store, and I have my mask on all the,
Yeah.
and the person next to me, and do you wash your hands every single time? I mean, so I think we probably had it already, possibly, but you don't. I mean,
A little bit of good news.
Tell me.
A little bit of good news is that like deaths from the actual other flus that we've had for ages are way down this year.
Correct.
Because people are just better. They've gotten more accustomed to washing your hands and wearing a mask. And to me, it's like we should have been doing this for the last 10 years with like air quality as it has been. Like, I should have been wearing a mask. I love masks. They're cool.
Let's move to Switzerland or Europe where they have.
Well, we're
No, we're going to stay right here. We're going to stay in Decatur and Aurora, Illinois. And Chicago.
Homegrown.
I love Chicago. I grew up on Earth.
There's more music coming out of Chicago to Southern Illinois than any place in the country. There's just as much.
No.
You can go see. I got the Castle Theater 45 minutes north of me.
Hey.
There's music there 4 nights a week. Something good you want to see.
John Griffin, I grew up in Chicago. There's nothing like Chicago music, buddy.
I believe it.
The Double Door, the Smart Bar, the Metro, Subterranean, Tonic.
The City Winery,
Yeah, I mean I'm talking COD.
the old ones.
Yeah, I always went to St. Louis. I was a St. Louis
Others.
kid. But we had clubs in St. Louis, so too. There's so much music in the Midwest that we can't ask for much more. I mean,
Yeah, there's no right and wrong answer. One of my favorite singers thinking of Chicago, Megan Panini. She's on Lizard radio station.
Baby, don't you wanna go?
Loca.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go
everybody just moved their head at the same
to
time.
that sweet little place, the sweet home, Chicago. 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4. Don't ask me no more, cause I didn't do my homework. Come on, baby. Janice, you're in Chicago, right?
Yeah.
So is Bootsy. She's a Chicago.
So's Bootsy. Yep.
Nice. Isn't this a great time to be a dog person or just a dog walker?
Oh, it's great. Yeah. I mean, we spend all day together. She's sick of me, but
You get us outside. She's sick
Yeah.
of you.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. She misses out on a lot of her naps because I'm practicing or whatever. But yeah,
Does she care
she
about the
definitely
bass at all, like the rumble?
No, she doesn't mind. She usually sleeps right through it. Sometimes she'll sleep like right next to my amp with her head like on it. So
Yeah.
so now she's leaving. She's had enough.
Nice stretch. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. She hung around for a long time. But we appreciate the videos of Bootsy Walk and all that stuff, Janice. Everything you put in the world is good. It's
Oh,
it's
thank you.
We're just grateful for you to be part of our show at all and see what we're doing and just trying to interact with people and the reaction we're getting from people outside of that are watching it. I guess they're enjoying the opportunity to connect with people right now.
Yeah, I was going to bring up Janice. You talked to Thea. How's Thea doing? And
She's doing well. She's out in LA.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, we text in a while, and she sends me pictures of her baby, and I send her pictures of my dog. So, I miss playing with her a lot. So
yeah, it's U-Fest when you jammed on the main stage in the afternoon last year. Beautiful thing.
Play with Jay Grace band that day with
Jake Willis.
great set.
Here, Bootsy.
Hey, Bootsy.
Bootsy, look at the camera.
Why are you staring at that thing? Oh man. Don't you have a question you ask everybody, Phil?
What's that?
Don't you have a question you ask everybody?
Who do I want to ask? I want to ask John Griffin. I'm going to go back. There's a lot of people on the screen. John Griffin, thank you for having me on the show. Squirrels eat only the good stuff. Ernie Hill. Janice Walling, one of the badass space. Still nervous about talking to her. I'm in the kitchen talking to her and you're still figuring out. Kyle, yes, you're a great soul and a great man. Your haircut's killing me. I can't see the other eye. You got one eye.
Are you bothered that you might be able to see out of that eye very well, or is it?
It's a Billy Strings peach jive haircut. That's what I call it.
Right. That's right. And I want to get a pumpkin. I got to start smoking out of a pumpkin. That looks fun too. He's full of great ideas, that guy.
Out of a pumpkin, that's one of his new things.
I look like a pumpkin, but I got to try to smoke out of one.
That's the most jack-o'-lantern a coat can get without being a jack-o'-lantern.
I should just draw some eyes in a Sharpie, and the mouth.
I know Kyle's in Chicago and Janice is in Chicago. I don't know where you want it. I grew up on Irving Park in Kedzie, 3928 North Whipple. That's
okay.
Right. For 16 years, I grew up in Chicago, so I know Chicago pretty well. So the north side. You go to Wrigley Field all the time. Right down Irving or Addison, shoot down.
Yeah, that's pretty close to where I am. I'm living in Logan Square right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Folks had a 3 flat in Logan Square. It's up and coming.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
can go a block away. It's Central Park and Diversity.
Okay.
Okay.
Central Park
Familiar
University.
with Chicago.
Boys.
You know what I saw this summer? Quick summer story. I know it's like a little late for it, but one of the fire hydrants near here, on one of these like hot, Chicago summer days, they had. I just was walking. I was on a walk. What else is there to do? And I just saw like a flood in front of me, and then I turned a corner and there was a fire hydrant just throwing tons of water in the air, just like broken or something. I thought it was broken.
You're young, Kyle. You're young.
Yeah, it's not broken at all.
Nope.
They fix them that way. They like jam a board in there so it just stays open. And man,
All the
it was so
time.
fun.
Yeah, we
The whole neighborhood was out there, man.
In the wintertime, skeeching on the buses. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know
With
what
your
skeeching
skis?
is?
Is that with a ski in your?
No, you sit on the back of a bus and with the snow and you hold your hands
Oh man.
and you just hold on like you're snowboarding or you're using your oh yeah.
That sounds fun. That sounds really fun.
I'm
We
lucky
got
I'm-
electric scooters these days.
That's how they played in the city when you were a kid. Go out and play in the street. That's all the place you had to play, I guess. You know?
See, when I was a kid, I used to watch the Jetsons. You know, now it's in fruition. Yeah, it's happening. You know.
That's right. Now it's reality TV.
I was the same way with the Beverly Hillbillies. Now,
Come and listen to a story about a man named Bud. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some pool when up from the ground came a bobbling cruel oil, that is.
Juice, black gold.
Texas tea.
There you go.
Loaded up his family and he moved to Beverly.
California is the place you ought to be.
yeah.
Right? With all those mountain fires, those forest fires.
Oh. My
Man.
brother lives out there in Northern California right now, and he's a few miles from it still, but it's close enough to be smoky there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
we're
so
getting the
sad.
pollution. We're getting the smog where it's supposed to be blue skies here in Illinois, and it's going to Europe. I mean, it's in the winery in California. All that smog is killing the wine. It's in the grapes change the taste and flavor.
Oh man.
Wow.
Not the wine.
Man.
We just drink moonshine. It kills everything.
Wow.
There was,
But
that
it's
was
pumpkin
one thing
flavored.
we shared last weekend was that jar of moonshine. I forgot about that.
Which one?
There was only one jar of moonshine last weekend.
Yeah, I didn't do any. Yeah, we thank you. Where did we go to a private party? We saw Stillshine last week.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Then we went to a winery and saw a couple bands. We get, social distancing parties. So we're
I
waiting.
understand.
Yeah.
Kind of a petri dish, Phil and I. We're doing an experiment.
I better get my mask back on here
Okay.
to tell
Yeah,
me all
just in
this.
case.
Tune in,
I go to the store.
Oh, nice, Kyle.
seems to be a topic on tonight's show, or trend on tonight's show. Masks. Masks. Got them?
And Lee's mom.
Everybody should have them.
But everybody doesn't. That's the whole point. I mean, if you
What
got
was that?
to the grocery store-
Is that a Ruth Bader Ginsburg mask? What is that?
That's
Oh,
my
no, his is classic.
our friend Lee.
Oh,
Mama. Lee Watson's mother. Showing
Oh,
off
she is awesome.
arthritic finger. He's making T-shirts that says 2020 at the bottoms of them too.
That is so funny.
Lee Watson, he's a hospitality dude at Harford Festival.
Okay.
Great. He does a barn series there at Stillville, Missouri that he would probably love to have you there sometime.
Great.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I like your T-shirt too.
Hey,
Or
that's
Full of great artwork.
Harford original, man.
Yeah.
Griffin, 2012.
Yeah, dude. Oh, he's good, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
That was the only year where there were no bands on the poster. We actually put a poster out for that festival with no bands on it. They just had Hartford bands.
That's baller.
Yes, we shared the
baller.
band list online with people at the websites, but the poster itself just has a Hartford quote on the bottom of it.
That's cool, man.
Odd. It was just strange. I don't think the shirt doesn't have bands on the back of it because they were just one-sided shirts too.
Yeah.
But there were bands.
Oh yeah, Danny Barnes closed out the weekend, and we had
Nice.
Errol
a lot
Langer.
of good music that year. Very, very meager turnout for the second year.
Yeah.
It was
Uh-huh.
cold. probably like this temperature now outside. We were all bundled up that year. I got memories from every year, a couple of them.
Man, I'm missing it this year.
Yeah, we all are. I ain't been in a picking circle at all. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
Oh, it'll come back. It'll come back.
Yeah.
We've
So
had
anybody got plans for this weekend? What are your plans for this weekend, Janice?
I'm visiting some friends for like an outdoor socially distant visit on Sunday. So that's basically the plan. I kind of don't know what to do with myself because I've never really had weekends free, but it all kind of mushes into, you don't know what day of the week it is.
So true.
So definitely a thing. Yeah. What about you, Kyle? What are you doing this weekend?
Oh, maybe going on the park. Like I've been riding my bike a lot, and I'll probably try to get some more biking miles in before the summer's here. But yeah, just kind of being outside, taking in the outdoors. I'll be making music and playing it all the time, of course.
Good. Yeah.
I can't stop. Can't stop, won't stop.
Outdoor shows this weekend, Chicago Farmer and the Field Notes and 40,000 Headman Saturday and Sunday. If he wants to come out to Aurora, hop on the Metro train. And Janice, do you have a turntable?
I do.
I have 2 Tower of Power albums. I don't know if you have them all, but
On live stream.
I don't know if I have any Tower Power vinyl, so
I have 2.
save me one. Yeah.
I have 2 different ones. Somewhere down the line,
Sweet.
I make notes.
I'll have another guest there with you, Kyle.
That's my roommate, Drew. He's off. He's gone now.
All right.
He said he wanted to tell the world something, and then he left.
He's welcome to. All 4 of our viewers would love to have you on the show.
All right. I'll. He's gone.
Ernie, you got any plans for this weekend, Ernie?
Yeah. Monday, I'm retired now, so I'm not punching the clock anymore. But Monday, we're going to meet our son at a lake, about half the distance between his place and ours, and distance camp. But he's really into bouzouki now, and he sent me a list of songs he wants me to try to learn. So this weekend, I'm hoping I can get the foundation on some of them. Play some Irish music this week.
Hey, Drew.
You want to
say hi?
Harford last year?
Yeah, he bought a new one since. This one's
Hey,
made.
that's Ernie.
Drew?
What's up, Ernie?
That's John.
Hey, John.
What do you have to say?
This
to
is
the
Drew.
Hi.
He's the man in the mask.
The man in the mask.
He's the man in the mask.
They're singing "Man in the Mask." Yeah, these guys are artists and musicians, and they have like a weekly Friday night podcast. Basically, they go live to hundreds of followers, thousands, I believe.
We've had up to 2,000
In the future.
Dozens.
In the future, yeah, billions of potential viewers.
It's usually a few hundred. It's kind of random.
We'll catch in soon. I'll catch up soon. Okay. See you, Drew.
Hey, I brought some show and tell. I wanted to show 2 Phil records that I have
it's
just
Bootsy.
grabbed from my windowsill. Yeah, there's Bootsy.
Wow, they look
Nice.
And then another one of my favorites was this one with the
Recent one,
banana.
that's recent, yeah.
This is very valuable, this one right here.
That is cool.
Thanks, Janice. Wow.
Yeah. And I have my Bootsy bone too, but I forgot. It's over on the windowsill. I forgot to grab it for my show and tell, but
Right
another
on.
one of my favorites.
Right on. Thank you.
My most recent one. I actually got this. Is going to be a gift for a friend of mine from Phil.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
told him he got really excited, but he doesn't know what it is yet. But I'm gonna bring it to him this weekend.
Yeah, I never heard of the band. I do a lot of custom work.
One more time.
All right.
Nice.
No shortage of Phil records. I'm sure. If
I got one of
Kyle,
mine.
where are yours? Come on.
Mine's in my room. Do you want me to go get it?
The whole family.
We'll take your word for it. We believe you.
What's on your flip side? I've got the Chuck Wagon Gang, Sacred Songs. I think it plays.
Nice. One of the old signatures too.
Yeah.
Well, I have thousands upon tens of thousands of albums. So if they're scratched and warped, I pick them up. I
Just
don't
once
like
in
what-
my life, the Righteous Brothers used to belong to Charlene Sherlock. She wrote her name on every record I bet she had. That's pretty cool. I like that when they write their names on them. I got a bunch of old Bob Dylan records and they say Cyrus Sandoval on them. Somebody wrote
Oh,
that.
wow.
Cool.
Makes me want to go.
I ought
through
to
it.
get you guys to do some artwork for my singles, kind of my upcoming music.
Anytime, Kyle. Anytime.
I will definitely message you about that after this.
That's one thing I haven't got to do a whole lot of this year is, well, I've done, a few record releases, but the posters went from like 300 a year to 8 a year.
That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame.
But I do things to fill the holes, but I've been able to do some private party stuff, but not as many as usual.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
You guys have websites, right?
I do social media and stuff. I make enough off that usually to pay the bills.
Okay.
With custom paintings and things like that I've been working on. A lot of chickens.
Let me know if you need help with your website or social stuff, because like both of your artwork, Phil, you too. It's so good that it should be, I think it's just we're all online right now, and we can't see each other in person. But your artwork.
I've counted on Facebook for many years to support that side of things, but now that's starting to fall through because people are starting to get off of Facebook and they're backing away. And
the algorithm gets tougher too.
I even take these shows and I snake them off Facebook and put them onto YouTube on Sundays so people can watch them there if they want to, because not everybody goes on Facebook.
Yeah, I'm not good with computer technology. 21 weeks ago when we started this, John goes, "You got Zoom?" And I go, "What's Zoom?" Turn on the computer, and
we were all like, "What was Zoom?"
I think that's what we were all saying. Yeah.
Now it's like the telephone.
Zoom.
And you can have squirrels.
Now it's your everything.
Yeah.
No.
Cool
Your
business.
everything. No.
Bootsy, look at the squirrel.
I mean, we don't have a big backyard. We can go out in the backyard and go sit on the
The
deck.
squirrels they're flirting with each other.
Where is this?
This is my backyard.
This is right now.
A female in the tree, because when they start whipping their tails around, that means there's a female around. Boots, do you see the squirrels?
She doesn't quite see it. Look, Bootsy, see a squirrel? See a
He's
squirrel?
looking at us. He hears us.
What?
There's a little speaker up there, so they can hear us talking.
Boots, you
That's
got
my
like
backyard. That's a sign my daughter brought
got
home.
like
to
white
clear
around
out
its
of the-
eyes.
clear out of the sign.
Yeah, it's got sunglass white. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, she's getting old.
Old as Bootsy.
She's 6, but her face is so gray, she looks like an old lady.
Hi, Luke.
See. Cool. Well, guys, it's been awesome talking to y'all, but I'm gonna sign off. Good to see everybody. Kyle,
You too,
Phil,
Janice.
John. Did Ernie leave?
He's still there.
I'm over here to the
Oh,
left.
I don't see
Have a
him
great
anymore.
time at the city winery. Have a great show.
Yep. Enjoy
Cool.
everything.
Thanks, guys.
Talk to
Thank
you
you,
Stay
Janet.
healthy. Bye.
Yes, thank you.
Bye.
Much love, Janice. Face on.
See ya.
Yeah.
soon. Whose phone is that?
Sorry, it's mine.
Cool.
Gotta go answer the phone.
Janice
Sound
phone.
effects. Hold on. Get you out of there.
Wow.
All right. Here we are. We're back. We're back with Ernie Hill and Kyle Patrick O'Brien and Phil Strad.
Yeah, I've got to be.
Oh, sorry.
I have to be ducking out here in a minute myself.
All
Where are
right.
you going? Everybody's leaving us, John.
So, midday chores. The work's never done around here.
Hear you there. I watched this.
Squirrels don't watch themselves, guys.
Have fun, man. So, Kyle, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
About a month ago or so, there was some video footage of you and Chance McCoy working on some stuff. And
Yeah.
how's that project coming along? Is it ready to ship?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Part of it is, so like, the idea is that we recorded about 10 songs. It was 10 songs, not about, it was roughly 10 songs. And I think for me, it's like, they're all pretty much ready to go. The last thing I just did was I went down to West Virginia again, and we did a whole week of mixing and finalizing and doing, because I also asked some friends to do some parts for me, and I wanted to bring those in to the tracks that we'd already started. So we did some last minute kind of arranging and finishing, and I think we're almost done with all 10. And so far, I've already released Honeybee and Rolling Stoner, which are like the 2 first singles, and I've released them as singles.
Mhm.
And I think I'm going to continue to do a slow singles rollout for just a couple more months, rather than put out the whole album.
Mhm.
just because I think that's kind of what people are trying to do these days, instead of just, everyone wants to just listen to, they have a short attention span. If you give someone an hour worth of music, they may not listen to it all. So
Yeah.
just kind of, being kind of a little stingy with the releases, and really working on promotion and just kind of videos, all that stuff for every single one of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got another one coming out in about a month or so. So it's called Slippery Slope.
Slippery
it's
slope.
Yeah, it's about slippery slope to the bottom of a beer glass.
I like it. Okay. Yeah.
It's kind of like a little country,
I was gonna wonder. I was gonna say,
country
is
shuffle.
there a country point to that?
Yeah.
A little bit? Sounds like a country song, kind of.
It is. It's like a country shuffle. So far we got Honeybee was kind of like a little, folk Americana with a little kick drum. Don't kill me, guys. A little kick drum. Just but still like fiddle, mandolin, guitars, all acoustic. And then Rolling Stoner just came out, and that was a little more like, alternative country, kind of talking about, but just, I would call it, like folk rock.
Okay.
And this album is going to have so many other cool sounds and genres. Like, I can't wait
Good.
to
I'm looking
share it
forward.
with you.
I'll be looking
Thanks,
forward.
Ernie. I really appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that.
I keep up with you, Kyle, as best I can watching your videos. It's good. Again, you put stuff out there in the world the way you're doing it, and
Thank you,
see
John.
I like that stuff. I advertised the show tonight as two fiddlers, and you both played guitar.
I know. I got my fiddle right here.
Yeah, no kidding. I was thinking about that. Yeah.
Ernie, you play the fiddle too, right?
I
Yeah.
barely play the fiddle, but I mess with it a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, can I maybe leave you with the fiddle tune?
You
Of
can leave
course.
us with whatever you want to leave us with, Kyle. We just
Are you
appreciate
sure I don't want to dominate the?
Dominate.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean be annoying or anything.
I don't
Yeah,
like
I'd love to play you something.
That'd be
It's
beautiful.
been a lot of fun. I mean, reconnecting. I knew Kyle's dad just a little bit when he was just a little guy.
Yeah, no
you know,
way.
Wakefield, and listening to the
Oh,
music
yeah.
there, thinking, wow, this is so cool. And then when I saw him later, the name Kyle Patrick, O'Brien, I was thinking, gosh, where's this coming from? And I went back
Wow.
to the archives and looked at Dan and the family, and thought, this is the same guy that's doing this killer field
Wow.
work, And so yeah, it's just a real
Yeah,
cool.
no one ever connects all my dots, so I appreciate that.
Well,
Ernie.
really good though.
No.
Give me some gaps,
Oh, you got
Definitely.
That's
Yeah,
Kyle Little. That's the Kyle I know.
well, one of my tuners slipped because it was so cold out here.
Our instruments
You
are
know-
changing shape right now.
Yeah.
My guitar shrunk last night.
Yeah. Any requests?
Ernie?
Ernie Fire. Hey, Jimi Hendrix.
How about back up and push, Kyle?
Oh, my
that
goodness.
was great. That was great. Man.
Oh boy, I get goosebumps.
Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that, Kyle.
That's a beautiful thing, Kyle.
I just muted him, but I didn't mean to. Shit.
Oh, can you unmute him?
And
He's got to do it himself, I think.
Oh, can you unmute on your?
I didn't know what it did.
I can take criticism, John. It's fine.
Just yeah.
No more middle names.
Here, I
No
think.
way. No way. That's just the way it happened there. It was not unintentional.
No, it's fine.
It's quite amazing, John Griffin, that these musicians, people, come on our show. I see them on stage. I'm shy.
You call them that, and you were talking about Janice being, superstar, and she's awesome. But
Well, yeah, she still
we've
is.
made friends with these folks along the way. We happened to be at their show, sure, but friendships formed.
Oh yeah.
On the side of all that stuff, for me
yeah.
anyway. I feel like they've just always been such kind people, these bluegrassers.
I remember meeting both of you at several places, and just kind of the appreciation that you showed me, and then just the amazing artwork that you brought to every single thing that we would go to, and I love it. And I just think that the connection between art, like visual art and music, is so deep and so intertwined that there's no doubt in my mind that it's not surprising that that you guys and you get along with musicians and you make friends along the way. And I'm happy I hope I'm one of your friends. I consider you both, and Ernie, all three of you guys are my friends. Janice, some great people, right? So yeah, thanks so much. It's my pleasure to join you today, and thanks for having the the weekly entertainment for us all. It's been really fun to watch.
Hopefully it's coming across good to the folks out there in the world. We appreciate it, Kyle. You sounded great.
Really fun.
Thank you for playing today, man. Wonderful.
Thank you, John. Everyone, stay safe and stay happy, and I'll be in touch about some artwork for some music here, because that would be great.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, please do.
Ernie, take care, brother. I'll see you soon. Phil, John, bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Fiddle on.
Thanks, guys.
Right on.
Wow.
What a successful show. Ernie, guest
Yeah.
host tonight. Wonderful.
Well, hey.
I had to unmute you. I couldn't have you just sitting over there in the corner like the dunce and not being able to talk.
Oh, it's okay, man. I do that. No, I haven't had the pleasure of being able to sit in on a whole show in a while.
Anytime, Ernie. Anytime.
Yeah. I mean, even just to listen. So, y'all had the Bernie sisters on your show yet?
No.
From Columbus, Missouri. Every time they do something live, I pretty much share it. They're sisters, 15, 12, and 10. And just really incredible songwriters. They do great covers, and the harmonies will just give you chill bumps. But
Really?
yeah, they were going to play at Harford this year with the K Brothers as part of their act. They also tour with the K Brothers. So yeah,
I saw a young group, Uma and Peter.
yeah.
Yuri and Uma.
Holy moly!
Oh, you gotta have them sometime. Man.
I mean, I didn't get to see the set, and the mother came with the kids to the thing. I gave them the album, and I said, "I sorry missed your set." The kids came over and played a couple songs by the vending booth. It was a beautiful thing. So
Yeah,
and Uma Peters.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost at Uma Thurman.
Yeah, I mean, they were wow. I go, you guys they're kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're playing old time, and they can.
All the time.
Yeah. I've seen Gary do stuff that his mother would post school functions and things like that. And he plays any style on just about any instrument. And these kids are so gracious, and gosh, they're so real, man. They're just
Yeah.
they are credit to the species too. Just like you are.
There you go. Yep. Yep. And the mother with you can sense that. It was
Yeah.
Three guests in one night, Phil.
Yeah. Well, man, I guess I'm probably gonna head on down the dusty trail.
All right, Ernie, it's good to talk to you. Like I said, get hold of me this week sometime, or you get bored, or you're getting in a place where you can, and we'll shoot the breeze. And it's always good to hear from you. And always good to see you too. Now.
Yeah, you too, man. And we'll see you guys on down the trail.
Thank you, Ernie.
Please tell Patty and Matt we say hello, okay? And we love those guys too, okay?
Sure will. I took some screenshots of you guys, with the field above you of participants tonight, so I can shoot those to your page. And you can see what you look like. There's
All right.
Okay.
Bud.
I look better like this.
No.
You're wearing it wrong, buddy. All right, brother. We'll talk to you soon, Ernie.
All right, man. Love y'all.
Bye, Arkansas kid.
Arkansas, you said it right. Yep. Bye.
No, Phil's still here. We're still online still, Phil, for a few more minutes.
That's fine.
We just got home. Hey, love. How are you?
Hi.
Ooh, that's a different kind of pack.
Oh yeah, they didn't have your 4-pack.
Well, that's all right.
Hi, Bill.
Hi, Amy. Jameson and Heineken's tonight.
Probably for her. I'll probably be drinking the Heineken.
Oh boy.
Good show. Well, we're still online. We'll go for a few more minutes and we'll play out with some music here in a second. And I don't know.
That's an hour and a half of fun. I mean, I'm overwhelmed. Yeah,
There was some moments where I think it cut in and out, but I think we'll just figure out however that goes and make the best of whatever we get from it, you know?
yeah, see, I don't see all the people writing and stuff, but we have it when I leave the room. We have it on the phone. And wow, a lot of people.
All right. Well, let's say goodnight to the people out there in TV land.
What are you doing tonight,
Jon
John?
Zone, number 21. This is the wrap. Playing
Good
out
night,
the
John.
company. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Squirrel. Thanks to Ray Hill, Janice Wallen, and Kyle Patrick O'Brien for coming on the show tonight, and Kyle Patrick O'Brien's roommate, Drew. The heck? Thanks for coming on the show.
He was rocking. He was rocking. He was in the
Man,
Fred
that's cool.
Angelica. Yeah.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in. You stay there, Phil, and I'm going to tell everybody